Well, good morning, everybody. Semi-retired Bob here. This is the miniature golf course. This is what it looks like when I arrive in the morning. Oh. Okay. As you can see, it's all boarded up, locked up. I always walk around over here first and unlock the bathrooms before I do anything else. That's got to be cleaned up from last night. Now, the reason I do this, before we remodeled, these bathrooms were half the size, because this used to be an old 3-box design where this section here that sticks out is all new. This used to be an original 3-box design where this was the bathrooms and the storeroom. The clubhouse was just the part that sticks out here. And then there's another box over there. And the reason I always open the bathroom first is a throwback back to the old 3-box design. Because the restrooms were so small, they would get really, really hot in there. Okay, then we always make sure the cool pup machine is spinning before we get going. Now I got that. I'm going to go around and unlock the other door to the storeroom. And then I'm going to carry all my other stuff back in, get the rest of the stuff out of my truck for the day. And just give you a quick glance around there. This is what it's all like before we get going. And then here in just a moment, one of the first things I do after I get my stuff in from the truck is I'm going to show you guys the Bob version of Rucking at the miniature golf course, because I see Rucking is getting popular again. Everything out there goes through cycles, and I'm going to show you Rucking miniature golf style here in just a moment. got these braces in here because, believe it or not, people do still break in to places. Not that there's anything in here to steal. I don't understand that, but you know, I guess you could get a couple things of pop and some candy bars, but that's really all there is to steal here. The one advantage to leaving this ladder set up, because I close Saturday night and then open Sunday morning, I can just leave this ladder up, because, you know, in my younger days I could just hop up on this counter and put the braces away, but I can't really do that anymore. I have to use the ladder. There we go. That board's not really that heavy, but it's awkward because there's no other flat spot to put the ladder, so I can't really put it right in the middle to lift the board from the middle. I have to grab it from this end. Yeah. I don't know if my last recording came out, so I'm going to talk a little bit while I do this. This is the one thing that I couldn't do last year in filling the water traps. Not that the hoses were too heavy for me, but you can barely see it from here. Up underneath, this used to be a drinking fountain, but it kept getting stolen, so we took it out. But up underneath here, there's a water spigot, and I could not bend over far enough to get the hose attached onto this water spigot, and then I couldn't reach the spigot to get it turned on. Hopefully you can see that, I don't know, but now before I turn it on, we find the end of the hose where the water comes out, and if it was put away properly, I should be able to turn this water on and just make my way out to the water traps. Of course, even though it rained all day yesterday, I still take and spray down all the flowers on my way, because you just never know how much water came down in those light sprinkles of rain. So I always come out here, go around this pole this way so it doesn't tangle up in that fountain over there. And I just give all the flowers a little drink of water in the morning. And then they get a lot more anytime we water the grass, but it's been raining so much lately we haven't had to do much of that. And you can see there's a little bit of flurb floating in the bottom of the water trap, but you're never going to get it all out when you're working with an outdoor thing like this. But yeah, as I was saying in the previous run, and I don't know if I don't know if that section of footage came out, so I'll talk to you here briefly. This course opened in 1968. They started construction, and then it opened in 68, and has been operated continuously ever since. Dave, the owner, started working here in high school in I believe it was 76, but it might have been 74. And then he bought the courses from the original owner. Now these are the hard parts here, the things I was telling you guys about. the opening of the shutters. This is not particle board. These things are made out of good solid old plywood. Same pieces of wood that were here in 1968 when the place opened. Started construction in 1967 and it got open in 68. Now where's my chain? There it is. As you can see, that's not light, and the ends have to go up because then the front ones lay underneath and make a little oh, that's hard. I'm almost too short to do this without the ladder. But there we go, I can just reach it. You can see it makes a nice little shelf above us. And of course, before the building addition, you can see back there behind that shelf sort of a door. That was the door to the storeroom on this side. So that square there with the peeling paint on it is one of the original buildings, and you can see the new block to the new construction. Now when I say new construction, it's been like this for 20 years or so. So it's not that new a construction. But during the life of the course, that's fairly new. But yes, this place opened. They began construction in 1967 and it opened in 1968. It has been operated continuously since then. The current owner started working here in high school in 1976. He bought the courses in 1987, and in 1990 I arrived in Omaha and started working for him. There's my chain. Come on. There we go. Now, since I didn't have the fountains on when I was out running the porta-blower, I'm going to just walk out here and show you. There's that fountain. But this is one of my favorite fountains here. Just water falling over the rocks. It's kind of cool.